What's going on, guys? I got the Record Keeper European do-it-yourself mount from Moutain Mike's. I've seen the ones where you cut the antlers off and drill a hole in them and then put them on the Euro mount, but this one's made for skull plates. So like, this is a buck I killed 12 years ago, I think, and when I was younger I just skull capped a lot of deer I shot. And now I think European mounts are sweet now, so I was like, how can I, do something with these? And sure enough, I was a Bass Pro. I found this. I think I paid like $34 for it. I haven't looked to see if you can get it cheaper on Amazon or anything, but probably not in this day and age. Probably around there, I would think. But it comes with directions on the package, so you won't find any direction booklets in there. But I'll open it up and show you what's all in there. Once you get out of the package, you got this piece here, and it comes with some skull white paint and two-part epoxy, so you can mold in your skull cap. Like this one here, I'm not sure what I was doing, but I cut it down really small, and it's obviously not even. So I think whenever I set it on here to get it kind of even, I'm gonna have to see, it's gonna be leaned up like that. So I'm gonna have to do some extra work. But if you don't cut it terrible like I did, then you'll be in better shape for whenever you go to do it, because you're gonna end up drilling 2 holes in the skull cap and to attach it to this first piece, and then it'll go on the other piece with 2 more screws, which are here. And this is I can't remember what it's called, but this is this little skull mount they had that it comes with, so you can put on the wall and it'll extend out. It's pretty sweet. And all your directions are on this here, on the back side. It's pretty self-explanatory, honestly. You're just attaching the skull plate to this with a couple screws, attaching it onto here with a couple screws, I think, from the back. And yeah, the mold's gonna be around here, and then you want to smooth this surface off, and then for this, I think on the directions it says get a nail or something, but I actually saw a guy on another video I watched, and he used an old thin piece of wire and just kind of curled it around and then just placed that on the mold. So I think I might try that. Also on the instructions up here, it has a tip for, it says older bucks will have a thicker, higher skull plate, which is very true. This was an older 8-point that I shot, and you can see his plate is sitting way above that, but that's not a big deal. I can just mold it and make it kind of fit in better right here. That ain't no big deal. First thing you do is you take this off the skull, put it on the back here, and it says drill 4 holes. These are your 2 main ones that are actually going to attach your skull plate to this. And these other these 2 smaller ones here, they say to drill as well. So you can see I missed once, but it's all good. So these are your screws you're gonna get. These 3 skinnier ones go with your brackets, so you can just set them off to the side. These are your 4 that you'll associate with actually putting the skull plate on the mount. Alright, so I got it all attached now. These 2 screws in the back, I screwed up, and when I screwed it in, I unscrewed it and then screwed it again. I ended up wallering the holes out. I tried putting some liquid in there. I tried some weird stuff, but I actually just had a couple other bolts that fit in there good and got it tight. First bolt I tried a little too long, and it did that, but that's no problem. That's easy fix. So now we're gonna put some mold on it. So this is the epoxy putty that you could use to kind of smooth everything out here, or fix your screw up like I did right here. So that's what I'm gonna do next. That's where we're at now. I'm just gonna put a little line in there. Gotta go get some thinner wire. That wire's too thick. Alright, so this is, we just applied the epoxy putty on there. It dried very fast, and I actually had some KwikWood left from repairing the tine on an old shed I had, just practicing, seeing if I could do it. So I went over it and went over with that and added a little bit more in the back. But it would do the job for you, that's for sure. But the more I'm doing this, the more I'm realizing that the best way to have done it would have been to get the one to cut the antlers off, the other option they have. Definitely would have been the better option. And then I was gonna put the lines in with a piece of wire, just kind of like imprint it, you know, just go over it multiple times like that. Saw a guy on YouTube that did that with his reproduction one that he had made. Thought it was interesting, but I couldn't find anything thinner than that, and it was a pain to turn it like I wanted to, so I just used the nail. I'm gonna hit it with some sandpaper, kind of smooth everything out, and then start painting. Alright, that's 3 coats of paint on the skull cap. I don't think it changed much between 2 and 3, but I did 3 to see if it would completely match, and I think it turned out pretty good, honestly. I had my doubts during the process for sure, but most of that was my own doing. But yeah, I could see why the other option, the other style where you actually had to cut the antlers off and then drill them in, I could see why a lot of guys like that one better. But I'm not unhappy with it, that's for sure. It looks pretty cool, and the mounting bracket's really nice. You can put it flat against the wall or out off the wall like that one is there. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.